Drinking Bros. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
Jeff Ritter.
No, we're not going back to that anymore.
I'm not even saying anything.
Come on. The last episode, we've heard from your
Ritter.
high school virginity lost.
I know.
Now to Jeff, like what's like the next
You
step
brought
would
me
be calling.
back.
Yeah,
You brought me back.
You want us to call Jeff Ritter now? You want me to call?
We
fucking
should call
Jeff Ritter?
Ritter.
We should get Jeff Ritter on.
We should get Jeff Ritter on a show.
What would
That
he
would be
say?
amazing.
That he took your virginity
Dude,
also,
the
Jared?
thing is, though, Ross, Jeff is funny, and Jeff is quick, and he's witty, and he would sit here and he would make us all laugh. And then Jeff would feed into what you want too, Ross. Like, you would be like,
I doubt it.
I want the dirtiest story on Jared. Jeff would be like, I got it.
Come on. Look, we had your high school girlfriend on.
More.
She already said you were a nice guy. Up until the popular, you turned the popular girls against her. But you were already a nice guy. You were already a nice guy at that point.
I was, I was vengeful though. I was very vengeful.
You still are now. Like, that's not changed. Let's be fucking realsies. You'll burn down somebody's house with one match. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it the fuck out. Burn their house down with one match.
Yeah,
I know. By the way, Rocco, real quick before we jump into this stink donkey, I got the best portrait from a fan of Danny Trejo. It's a limited edition portrait hand painted by this artist, one of 100 that currently hangs on my wall in a gold frame. And I thought of you.
No shit.
It's dope as fuck. Yeah.
Damn it, dude! I've been writing
That's
this
so
artist
funny.
on Instagram. I want him to paint me a custom painting of me hanging out with Rick and Morty.
Oh, all right. All right.
Like, I want that in
funny.
my office, though. Like, I want a beautiful oil of just me, Rick, and Morty. Like, as if we're friends.
I get a fun fact for you, Jared. You know whose podcast is higher than Rick and Morty, the creator of Rick and Morty?
No, who's?
Ours. Ours is.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
It's he's got a show called Harmontown. I dig his whole shit. He did Community. He did Rick and Morty, but our show destroys his. So
That's good to know.
Sorry, not sorry. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Look, they don't get as raw as this though. Like, let's be realsies. Let's be realsies. Like
Nobody gets as raw.
You
as
got to
this.
be real. You got to be real.
Not even the guys I fucked girls get fucking dark as us.
I know.
I haven't even heard of that. Is that a fucking podcast?
It is, and they're consistently
Corinne
right. How many
and
episodes
Rachel,
have they
is
had?
it Rachel and Corinne?
Yeah. How many episodes do they have?
They have close to 150, 200 maybe.
Oh, all right.
I'd have to
Jesus.
relook. I haven't checked on them in a while.
We're
but,
well behind. By the way, everybody is counting down our 100th episode, it is Christmas Day.
Well, dude, you just knocked 97 out of the park with going back to virginity. Like, again, we did something no one's ever really done. You got me all fucking speechless for a little while.
Funny as shit.
I
I didn't know what to say.
That was a great night. That was a great night.
And then this is 98 here.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
we're having fun, and then 90. Now, what are we gonna do for 99?
we're close as shit.
Hey,
wife.
99.
Yours.
No.
99. We just play Luff Balloons on repeat for an hour straight for the audience.
We gotta do. We gotta do.
Should we?
We
use
do
the
sponsors,
Tarantino-
and then we play 99 Luff Balloons over and over for
Dude,
an hour
Ross,
straight.
what if we use? What if we just we do sponsors, and then we just play the Tarantino intermission music for an hour?
Oh, for Hateful Eight? I would. I would.
Dude, you know, me and Jared were talking about, like, we got to do more single episodes, but we were thinking, what if you do a single episode, like a challenge?
Yeah, it's between the four of us.
Yeah, the four of us. One person by themselves.
You have to be by yourself
for an hour,
episode.
And can you entertain for 1 hour of entertaining shit, and then they vote who fucking had the best episode?
Oh boy, look.
I almost feel like Ross.
I already know
take
my
it,
topic,
but
though.
I don't
I
even
know
want
my
to. I don't
topic.
want to pat my own back here, but I could talk
I don't
to
know.
myself
I think
for
I
an
could.
hour.
I think I could give
entertain
Ross
myself.
a run for his money.
I'm
I
up,
think
I'm
I
up
could.
for the challenge.
I
I don't know. I'm up for the challenge, but at least entertainment.
You have to do sponsors, though. That's the thing. You have to do
That's
sponsors
fine.
as well.
And you know what the real thing would be? The downloads in 24 hours.
Yeah, that's
be
the vote.
The
That's
vote would be how much?
I don't know because that varies. You
Yeah,
can't put
it
that
does.
on that.
You're exactly right, and I'll tell you why. Because people go back to their favorite episodes. Like, for example, Kurt and the Coke Shitter. Was one of our one of our 4th or 5th episodes, and it's one of our highest downloaded of all time. But at the time, it wasn't, because people were like, "Oh, I didn't get it," and then they went back and listened to the Two Buzz to Air, and they were like, "Oh my God, Ross was talking to a fictional person for an hour," and they're like, that's become a thing where it's
our
just
titles are great, by the way. Like you know what? I would like a piece of artwork. If there's any artists out there that do art, I would like a something that involves all the titles of 100 episodes.
That would be awesome.
Would be cool.
That would be amazing.
Because our titles are fucking crazy.
They're great. Yeah, Jesus, and they're just as crazy as the show, if not crazier. Some of them we can't print. Rocco's, the Glory Holes and Polygamy was a fan fave. That was a big one.
Good one.
That's funny.
That was a big one.
I would love a piece of art that involves all the titles of our. That would be cool to hang up in the office.
Cool.
You know?
Where can they ship? Where can they ship that, Jared? Where can they send that to?
Oh man,
the Black Rifle Coffee Office. I'll get that address later.
Okay.
I don't have that address right now.
Are we getting rid of the PO box here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you keep it.
Send it to the Black Rifle Coffee Office. And with that, let's jump into the show, shall we, kids? As always, we got a few sponsors who pay for this shit. Still, to this day, shocked. 98 episodes in. Actually, we're probably about 105 in. We've deleted like 7 because they were too fucking crazy. Boy, you know which ones we're talking about.
I still remember that one. I got real fucked up.
Yeah, you did. I saved your life that night. I saved your life that night is what I did.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Ross.
First up, we got a new one to the show, but an instant fan fave. Havenlock.com. Do you feel safe at your house? You shouldn't. Isn't there's fucking evil people out in the world.
Do you try and make out with girls and their dads break the door down?
Yeah. And if you do, look, it'll take an average dad, even with a dad bod, 3 kicks to kick down a bedroom door to stop a Jared Taylor from making out with your daughter. But with a Haven lock, it'll take more than 50. That'll give a Jared Taylor plenty of time to jump out the window. Go to havenlock.com to fight off the fathers and try to lose your virginity. Get the finest lock in the land. It'll keep you safe. It'll keep you warm. It'll give you a nice peace of mind. They were started on Kickstarter. They were funded with over $100,000 worth of shit. Like that's insanity. They're veteran owned. It is the best lock in the biz for all your doors. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros, and you get the lock for $99. So that's actually fucking incredible. Love those guys at Haven Lock. Big fan. Next up, we got StrikeForceEnergy.com. I need a little of it tonight. I'm fading tonight. I was watching the World Series. I put a few squirts in my vodka. StrikeForceEnergy.com is the tastiest, tiniest little tin pouch full of energy. It goes in all liquids, waters, beers, liquors. You name it, it goes right in the fucking belly of the beast, and it'll keep you going. Type in the promo code Drinkin' Bros. You get 20% off. They have subscriptions, monthly subscriptions. They ship anywhere in the entire fucking world. And last but not least, they got bottles. They got 750 milliliter bottles. I know, so do I. They pump out 100 servings of those motherfuckers.
It looks like a Starbucks fucking syrup bottle.
I know, it is the greatest invention ever, and I literally can't thank them enough. Like,
I put some in my armpits.
For Rocco, for me, it ties them with whoever was the genius at McDonald's who started serving breakfast all day. That's what getting
that
a
took
fucking
them so long.
Oh God. But you know what, Strike Force, it didn't take them long. Like they figured that shit out real quick, and they were like, "Oh fuck,
fast.
People are crack junkies. They're gonna need this shit real quick." So big fan. Bruce Schley and the boys have figured out the fucking magic there. Next up, we get TartarusOrdnance.com.
I wish a motherfucker would.
I wish a motherfucker would. The finest home defense ammunition club in the whole goddamn land. Look, kids, they deal firearms. They deal home defense ammunition. They have a subscription. You can get bullets shipped to your house every month.
They date all the way back to Troy. The leader of Troy said, "Let that fucking horse in. I got Tartarus.
I'll blow that fucking horse away.
I'll blow that fucking horse away.
Yeah, I don't care
Let
if it's
that wooden
Seabiscuit.
horse in. I got
I'll blow that
Tartarus.
fucking horse out of the
Let the
sky.
fucking horse in.
Yeah.
Tartarus.
Tartarus.
Let the horse in.
Let the fucking horse in. That's their new slogan. Let the horse in.
Let the horse in.
Let the horse in.
That needs to be a Tartarus commercial. Tartarus,
so good.
Tartarus, please just put some money out to some producers. Film the people of Troy, blocking the door with the wooden horse, and he just goes, "Let him in.
Let the horse in.
Let the horse in. I have Tartarus."
Go to tartarusordnance.com for all your home defense ammunition needs. Type in the promo code Drinking Bros. You get 10% off of everything in the entire store. That's including firearms. That's bullets. If you're teaching a tactical class in fucking Utah and you order 50,000 rounds, you still get 10% off using the promo code Drinking Bros. That's Kenny Gunner and the boys. We love those guys. Next up.
Is that a band?
It should be Kenny Gunner and the boys, dude. Kenny Gunner and the fucking
That
three
sounds-
dick
It
tricklers.
sounds like a good band.
It sounds like Young Guns, a movie.
It sounds like a jug band, like a nice 80s country
It
jug
sounds like
band.
a posse, like a Western posse that were out there killing people.
They're in Louisiana. I'm going down to see Kenny Gunner and the boys.
Yeah, Kenny Gunner and the boys. Kenny
God,
Gunner and the boys.
that guy plays a mean trash can.
Yeah. Hey, if you're going down there, make sure you're armed. You're going to run into Kenny Gunter and the boys. It sounds like a gang that fucking Wyatt Earp took out in the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a
1800s,
posse.
yeah.
It's like a fucking Western posse.
It's an old school posse.
Who are you? Man, I'm Kenny Gunner, and these are my boys. We'll fuck you up with our Tartarus ordnance.
You never heard us? We're called Kenny Gunner and the boys.
Man, we'll fuck your butt up, man. We're Kenny Gunner and the
We're
boys.
gonna fuck your butt.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Spread your cheeks. We're gonna put a
I got
put a bullet in
ammunition.
them cheeks.
I got fresh ammunition.
We need a video of someone pooping out bullets.
Yeah, and then it, like a bullet comes out and it's just the tip, and you're like, it's for hollow tips. It's for hollow
Just
tips.
the tip.
Yeah, just a hollow tip.
The hollow tip collection. It's all such a hollow tip.
Oh yeah, it's
just
the
like-
hollow tip collection. If you guys did a commercial for the hollow tip collection, like it was a Calvin Klein cologne,
Yeah, like a
that
Calvin
would be
Klein.
awesome.
And then someone shitting out rounds on the floor like fucking rabbit poop. What? Don't clean it. I'll be home in a minute.
You show up with an ammo can and a smile. The hollow tip collection.
Just the hollow tip.
Just the hollow tip.
Next up, we got warfightertobacco.com. Well, we heard we got a new co-owner. It's Rocco.
We heard. No, actually, what was funny is in between the last episode and this one, we got a letter from them with a cease and desist saying, "Stop telling people you own the company."
For what?
You.
For
Yeah, I know.
Warfighter Tobacco.
They got mad at me.
I jumped the gun. Paperwork, ink wasn't on paper.
I actually just lost the company.
I know you actually just lost the company money. No, but in all sincerity, warfightertobacco.com, the finest cigars in the whole goddamn land. They're made with Cubano seeds, hand rolled in the Dominican Republic by some of Rocco's relatives. Now that he's a part owner in the company, he's shipped.
They've got two new cigars that are going to be released:
Yeah,
the
the-
Monica and the Potato Dick.
Yeah, we're working on the Monica for real. I just text the boys.
Yeah, what do you say?
Are they
text
so
my
good.
guy, and they're like, dude, fuck.
The Monica.
So, yeah.
It's
The
real fat
Monica
in
would
the middle.
sell out, by the way. It
I
would
want it with
sell
like
the
a
fuck
really
out.
classy label, right?
Yeah.
Really classy band.
Super classy band. The
Handwritten,
Monica.
The Monica.
The Monica.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real fat in the middle.
Oh, God. Pink in the middle. You nailed it. I love it.
Smells like a winner.
Or maybe it's got like a bulbous on the front.
Yeah, and it just
Got a
says,
head on it.
Yeah, if it's good enough for the president, it's good enough for you. You know?
The presidential line.
Oh, God, that'd be
Presidential
so
series.
great.
Oh god.
The Slick
These
Willie.
cigars come in condoms.
It keeps them moist.
That's your.
boy.
That's your.
No need for a humidor. It comes in a condom now. It comes
No
in
need for a
fucking
humidor.
condom.
These cigars come in condoms.
Look, we should, last but not least, we got A Night She Cries While He Rides the Steed. We should put that book in a condom, too. And just
I told you that before. I should have come with a condom.
I know.
Or a cum rag.
Either one is fine. It's the finest piece of literature ever written. If you like Airplane or Blazing Saddles or Range 15 or Deadwood, pick up A Night She Cries While He Rides the Steed. It's written by Ross Patterson, the greatest fucking
writer. You should edit
writer.
it to be a kid's book.
Oh, could you imagine? It would be one word.
That'd be so funny.
It would be one word. Tomorrow. And that would be it. That would be just the one word tomorrow.
The end.
The end.
I think it's because a lot of people said Range 15. I think Range 15 was third or fourth for most fucks in a book. I think At Night She Cries While He Rides the Steed is second. It's all about killing dudes and fucking people. So it's
fucking chicks.
It's in bookstores everywhere. Walmart.com now finally has it. Barnes & Noble, all that shit. Grab it. Or grab it on Audible. It's the greatest goddamn book ever spoken and or written.
If you want to smell amazing while reading At Night She Cries While He Rides His Steed,
what do we get? What do we
go
get?
on over to art15clothing.com and pick up some Navy Seal.
Navy Seal cologne.
Navy Seal cologne.
I know
a fragrance you can trust your life with.
I'm actually fixed. I can't have kids. I just got someone pregnant.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Navy Seal.
Navy Seal. Hey, by the way, but here's the thing, guys, because we got a lot of emails saying, "Is this product real?" Yes, it is real.
Yes.
Navy Seal cologne is real on art15.com.
It's a fragrance you can trust your life with.
It really is. It really is. It's a fragrance.
Fucking great.
Yeah, it's a fragrance that'll kill Bin Laden. That's how fucking good it is.
Bin Laden. It's a fragrance. It's a scent that would kill Bin Laden.
It's a scent.
That's an ad. That's an ad.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that. Russ, I just saw a cool comment on the Drinkin' Bros podcast Instagram.
Oh shit.
By Austin Charles Jordan.
Okay.
He says, "Just heard about you all a month ago, and I'm powering through all the old episodes trying to catch up. Drinkin' Bros fills that fucked up dick-shaped hole in my heart. Love your shit."
Wow.
What a nice guy.
I want
Big
that
fan.
shirt. Can we make that a quoted shirt?
Drinkin' Bros fills that fucked up dick-shaped hole in your heart.
God, seriously, we need
That would be really
good
funny.
one.
Hit him up. See if we can make that as a. If it isn't mine, we're gonna use it as a quote and put it on a shirt.
Yeah.
I think it's a fucking perfect shirt.
It's on this one.
Which one is it? Got it. Got it. I'm
That's a good one. By the way, speaking of filling holes, Jared, you can elaborate on this. You sent me this video today from Vice. The first ever male sex doll, and that girl was hot. Like
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. She was good looking. She was outgoing too.
Explain to me what.
Like she attacked this story like a true journalist.
Crushed it.
You know?
Crushed it.
Like it was, and had sex with the doll like it was an investigative journalism piece. Like
yes.
She was talking to the camera like, "Oh man, this feels real. I could do this a lot."
Yeah.
Oh shit! No way! I gotta see this. Where you gotta send me the link to that?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Vice did an amazing piece. It's
Vice does some good
it's
stuff.
It's a 10-minute video.
Yeah.
They talk about these people that are making some of the most realistic sex dolls out there that range between $8,000 and $14,000.
So was she writing him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
But she was making out with a doll as well, which I thought was weird.
Yeah, she was touching. She slept with it. She slept overnight with it. Now I do feel that I think they need to add a heating portion in it. I think that's kind of what you would miss.
Yeah, but then
Like,
you're not
if you could heat
simulating.
that
But
thing
here's
up-
the thing: you're not simulating a real man. Then if you're heating it, then you're
What are you
just
talking about?
simulating what you want.
98 points.
No, yeah. No, I mean, like, if you're gonna sleep with it overnight, like, it should put off some body heat, like. So you sleep good, you know.
I'm watching it right now, but go ahead, continue. This is crazy.
So like one of the interesting things is this company that does these dolls and everything. They've gotten very popular recently.
Yeah,
they're very
yes,
good.
They have.
They're very, very meticulous at their
Yep.
work. Like they have a lot of patents and stuff on this.
Tons,
So one of the
tons of
things
patents.
they have created one of the most popular sex toys in the last 2 years, and it is a foot with a vagina in it.
So because people with
What?
foot fetishes.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You're
That's funny.
joking me.
No. And it was a custom request from a client, and the dude that does all the shaping and the molding and everything was like, "Oh, dude, that sounds hilarious. I'm going to do that right now." Well, that became once they had photos of that up on their site, they said that became one of the most popular sex toys in the last 2 years.
You're joking me.
It's funny because you know
It's a realistic foot with a vagina.
But the foot fetish thing is always just kind of tripped me out. Like that, it's not my thing. But
imagine a foot
some people,
you could fuck.
But some people fucking like that shit, right?
If you have a foot fetish, now you can get one with a vagina.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, but what is my question is what is happening in like, because this woman, by the way, and whether it was an act or not, I don't know. You'll have to watch the video on Vice. But she seemed like genuinely like, oh, I'm definitely gonna fuck this doll again. That's the vibe you got, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They made that doll for her though. Like that was her. They gave her like a $15,000 doll for free.
Pretty much what she wanted.
So what? Yeah. What if you got one of those? You wouldn't fuck it.
But I watched the video. It's
into it.
Yeah, exactly. And like, but here's the thing: is like, it's still a fucking like fake.
She said
person.
This is better than a Tinder date.
And I get, boy, I can't. All right, I can understand why it's better than a Tinder
I'm not with
date.
you on this, Ross, because this is one step closer to human dog.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I'm watching the video. She looks into it, and I'm kind of like, dude, if there was a female version, I'd have.
There's
one.
a female version,
right? No, and there is. But
You guys are fucking crazy. There's no
I'd
way.
definitely buy one.
There's no way.
You could put it in all positions too.
If I can convince my
dress
girl, like,
it up.
listen, do you mind if I put her in the bed with us?
Yes. Like no,
No,
you make out with me.
no
like I'm
way
gonna fuck
would
this
you
thing
do
doggy
that.
style. You make out with me.
Like, no
my God.
way would you
I can't even.
I would do it.
I would. No,
it's my only way to a threesome.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
I've never had a threesome.
I would do it in a heartbeat, but I'm wondering if I tell my girl, I'm gonna tell her tonight. See if she would like.
I'm
let
gonna
me do
tell
it.
my wife tonight. Can I buy this doll that's as much as a car?
Listen,
can I fuck it
I
while
don't
you're
ever
there?
want to have two girls at the same time that are real.
Yeah,
but
I
you
want
and a
one
doll,
fake one.
Would you let me fucking do this?
No,
I'm sorry that. Hey,
I'd be down. I'd be down with that.
So you would fuck.
Why
the
does your
doll?
doll look like Hillary Duff? I don't know.
Can you help me clean this out?
Yeah, how do you wash
You're in the
that?
yard
How do you
out
wa-
front.
what's the
Its
cleaning
legs
process?
are open.
How do you wash
You're just
the doll?
hitting it straight in the crotch
Is
with
this-
a fucking.
Is this
hose?
dishwasher safe?
You're folding up a body into a dishwasher, like, oh, hey,
No,
kids.
Even better, Ross.
Your kids
You're
come
out
home from school, they get off the bus, you're folding up a body and stuffing it in the dishwasher.
No,
Jeez.
it's 8:00 in the morning. You're in a robe, Ross. This thing is fucking back down on the yard with its legs spread open while you're hitting it in the vagina with a fucking hose.
The hose?
Like, and the neighbor just comes out to get his paper, and you just wave.
Hey, Bob, good to see you. How about that Cubs game last night?
Sorry, she was starting to stink. I gotta hose her out.
God,
Sorry, she was starting to stink. I've got
Can that
to hose her out.
Can that be the title of the episode?
might
Sorry, she was starting to stink.
Yeah. Oh,
That might
God
be it.
damn it. That might be the end of our podcast, too. Like, that would be the last episode people listen to.
No way. That's not even close to where we've gone.
Most downloaded episode. I have to see what you're saying.
Yeah, this is
Sorry,
98.
she
We're
was
prepping
starting
everybody
to
for 100.
stink. I can't. Here's the thing. I could never get down on that. Like, I could never fuck a doll.
I could.
Really?
No, I couldn't.
I got an imagination, man. I would fucking put myself in a whole different
Do you
fucking world.
not masturbate?
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, but
Like,
I've never fucked a
you've got
doll.
like
Have you guys fucked a doll?
I've never fucked. I've fucked everything else in my goddamn house, like fucking
Shampoo bottles.
apple juice bottles when I was younger. Can't fit in those anymore.
Peanut butter jars.
Yeah, all
That
kinds
one's
of weird
hard.
shit. So
That's
now, if you have a fucking
A
chick,
doll that
Yeah.
you get to choose what she
and did
looks
you
like
see
too.
that? Like when she was touching it, the skin moves
Yeah,
like
the skin
real.
moves. There's a
dude.
skeletal.
No,
there's
it
a
looks
skeletal
realistic.
System, everything. There's hair. Like
Dude.
there's I mean, and you can pick.
Does it have a voice box where
No,
you moan?
it's dead. It's dead.
You could
it's a
pick
dead
what
thing.
you want it
Well,
to
then,
look like.
see, now that you say it's dead, I'm more into it now.
Of course you are. You fucking gas
you
station zombie fucker.
You imagine I just sneak into Rocco's house and I position her in like the squatting position in the living room, and then I put a puddle underneath her, and he just walks in like,
Oh, God.
"You're getting ruined."
Yeah, memories.
Oh, God.
Your buddy is just helping with the fantasy.
Oh, boy. I'm going to run
No,
for
I'd be-
mayor one day, and now I've got to live with this episode.
I'm just saying, like, I don't see like.
I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah, I don't either. Like,
No,
especially you can have whoever
Have you ever
want.
used a fucking? Have you ever used a? What are those things called?
No,
that
no.
they use?
Look,
Fleshlight.
No, I've never used a flashlight.
I only used the one
I've
that
never
we
used
made
a
for the,
pocket pussy
the
or
ultimate-
a rubber. Yeah, never use a pocket pussy, never use a rubber vagina. Yeah.
Dude, did you hear him? He only used the one flesh fucking light that we used for the fucking ultimate finish. People drank from that thing.
I know.
You're kidding me. You are fucking kidding me.
Dude,
was it washed? Did you wash it out?
I don't know. He's a
I'm
gonna forget that whole thing even exists.
I don't remember who drank out of it though. It wasn't any of us.
It wasn't any of us.
It was like Drinking Bros or something like that.
Look, at least, as long as it
Taking
wasn't any of
shots
us, we're fine. But Jesus,
no.
Jared, Jesus.
God, you can't take him anywhere.
I definitely used a staple gun, stapled that bitch to the wall, and just fucked it.
Oh my God. And you're yeah, come on, Ross. This guy's not gonna fuck a doll. He fucked a hole in the wall.
He stapled a fleshlight to a wall and just fucked it. Holy shit! So
because look, Ross, it's because if you have it out of its housing, and for those of you that have these out there, if you staple the ends to the wall, it'll get real stretchy, and you use the negative force on there for it works. Trust me, try it.
Oh God, you're going into
Science,
G
baby.
forces, yeah. Oh, come on, Jared, you're better than this.
It's better than having Evan hold it through his thighs.
Oh God!
Shit!
Oh
That's
my
teamwork.
God! Wait
gay.
till Evan Hafer
not gay.
hears about this.
He's
That's
like,
not gay.
JT, I'm trying to sleep.
No, just hold this for me. Just hold this for me.
Hold this for me.
Just hold this for me.
Can you tighten up your hands a little bit more?
Just hold
come
this
on.
for me between your thighs. Well, I just need to.
If you
sleep.
insert the fleshlight into a dude and then fuck the fleshlight, is it gay?
Oh no!
It just sounds like a lot of stuffing.
No.
I mean, you get a couple of shoehorns, you're good. That thing's in there.
Jesus. I
There's
would never
no
fuck
way.
that thing.
There's no way we've gone this far. There's not, look, there's nowhere to turn. There's nowhere to turn back to. So I'll fuck it.
Back to the doll.
I'll give you guys a fucked up story. Speaking of a doll, so I did a movie about the greatest wiffle ball player of all time. I think it was in like 2010 or 11.
Dude, the guys at Baseballism were hitting me up about that. Like, dude, I think that's the only wiffle ball movie in the world.
Ever, and it's super funny. It's me and one of the I wrote it. It's one of the guys from Super Troopers. It's become like a cult classic. It's called the Ted Whitfield story. It's a really fucking funny mockumentary about the greatest wiffle ball player of all time. But in that movie, there was a sex doll. So I produced it as well. So I had to call and try to get sex dolls. Same with Range 15. Ironically, fucking 6 years later, I had to call and get a sex doll. So I called around, and there was a guy who was like, "I got a sex doll for you. You got to use this sex doll. It's the best fucking sex doll you'll ever have." And I was like, "All right, cool. What is it?" And he's like, "Do you know Tara Patrick?" And I was like, No, I don't know. I don't know Tara Patrick. You do, and everybody else does. So
I do. Yeah.
I looked her up. Massively famous porn star. Had just at the time come out with her own collection of sex
She's
dolls.
one of the first ones. She's
Yes.
one of the first ones.
Yes. So they were like, "Oh, dude, if you're gonna use a sex doll, and if you're gonna have a sex doll in a movie, it's got to be Tara's. Like it's the best sex doll there is, or whatever. I'm gonna send you one." And I was like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't need the thing or whatever. And he's like, no. You gotta fuck this doll. You gotta fuck this doll, kid. And he that's how he talked to me. Like,
You gotta fuck this doll, kid.
You gotta fuck this doll, kid. It's the best sex doll of your life. You gotta fuck this doll, kid. And I was like, look, I'm not gonna fuck the doll. And he goes, what's your address? Give me your fucking address. Like, I'm gonna send you about 10 of these.
Doll, kid.
You gotta fuck this doll, kid. And I was like, oh my God, please don't do this. But on the other hand, we needed a sex doll for the movie. So I didn't have a choice but to give this guy my fucking address. And he sends me 10 of these Tara Patrick sex dolls. So I get them. Yeah, they show up at the house. I get them, and I'm thinking this is going to be like this amazing doll, like in the Vice, like in this Vice piece that you showed me, Jared. I was like, holy shit, it's going to be an amazing life. Like, no. It was a fucking blow-up plastic doll, same as Range 15. The only difference is it was Tara Patrick's real face instead of like a fake doll face on it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So it was clear and it was see-through, except for Tara Patrick's face was on it. And it had like an outlining of her tits on it. And but it was still plastic, like a hard plastic. Like
The vagina was too?
yeah, the whole fucking thing was.
Jeez.
And I was like, what? So
What were they thinking?
that's what I said. I called the guy and I was like, hey man, I got the doll. I'm down with using the doll. Like as long as the price is right, like, you know, producing wise, I don't give a shit. As long as the price is right, I'll use this sex doll if you want to use this sex doll. But and he goes, but how is it to fuck? And I go, yo, I didn't fuck the doll. Like I didn't fuck the doll. Like it's, you know, whatever. And he goes, come on, kid. You need to fuck
kid.
You need to fuck the doll. And at this point, I realize he's trying to drive the price up on me for this movie by saying that, like, oh my God, this is the best sexual experience I've ever had. I was like, hey, bro, it's just a plastic doll with a hole in it. Like,
that's weird.
I could be anywhere.
You probably have a better chance of actually getting Tara Patrick to fuck.
That's what I said. That's what I said to him. I was like, dude, for the quote that you're offering, we could probably just get her on in the movie and we could fuck her live in the movie for this. And he was just like, no, these dolls are going to change the game. It's going to be revolutionary. I will say this. She was the first porn star to have a fucking sex doll. Congratulations. But I could not see any adult male banging this doll and saying it was the best sexual experience of their lives. I just can't. So I'm sorry to you.
Yeah, Tara Patrick was actually married. I think she might still be, but at one point she got married to a bass player of a forget what band it was a rock band, and so she stopped doing any kind of scenes with anyone outside of her own marriage. It was just him and other girls. That's the only other thing. And the dude was not hung well. He was not great. He wasn't a good-looking dude. Anything. I was like, dude, what a weird-ass situation that is.
So wait, Rocco, I'll take this conversation then a step further. I think the guy that was negotiating this was her husband.
Oh my God! I
Yes.
bet it was. Dude,
yes.
If I remember correctly, he was starting to run, like, pretty much take care of her business.
All of it. And like, I
so
like at the
funny.
time, I think it was her boyfriend, but I think they later on got married. So I think it's the same fucking dude who was pimping her sex. Oh, you got to fuck this doll.
Dude,
Like,
I wish I remember his
I
fucking
know.
name.
But you the voice I'm talking about, and you can picture the guy. Like, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So funny, dude.
Come on, kid.
Come on, kid.
Fuck this doll.
Fuck this doll.
Come on. Just fuck this doll.
Why don't you fuck this doll? In the military, do you guys have any dolls overseas?
No, dude. There's guys that brought flashlights and shit. I don't think anyone actually brings a doll, dude, because you're in such a small space.
Yeah, it's too
And
tight,
that
right?
kind of stuff
Like,
still
you would never do that shit.
Yeah, and that's kind of a personal thing. Most guys will fucking hide it. Some guys don't hide it. They'll fucking just show it to the world. So, you know, if someone had a flashlight, I think I've known of like 3 or 4 dudes that maybe brought one with them, dude.
Okay.
I've never owned one.
All right, because the reason I ask is this guy was pimping him out. He was like, we've sent him to the military. And I was like, come on. And I go,
See,
no,
I've never bought or owned a Fleshlight. I just borrowed ones.
God, you're
what?
fucking
What?
gross.
What?
Hey, the guy's name is Evan fucking Seinfeld or some shit like that. He's from Biohazard. That's who he played. That's who he was in.
Oh wow.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
No, I was kidding. That was a joke about the ultimate finish.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
Fuck use Fleshlights.
You've
I
done
would
it.
never.
I kind of think you've done it though, Jared.
No, I have not.
You got real low on that? No, I have not. You've done it, haven't you? When your voice drops down like that, you've done it. You fucking did it.
No, I haven't.
Whose was it? And did you clean it?
I did do
You
it.
did. You
The only
fucking
one
did,
was the ultimate.
dude.
The only time I've ever done it was the ultimate finish one.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, it was just sitting there.
Tell the audience what the ultimate finish was, by the way.
It's an old video that we made where we made a contraption that attached to the bottom of a rifle, and as you fired it, you could fuck
You
the
jerk off at the same time.
Yeah,
you
with
jerk off.
the fleshlight.
And is this video on YouTube, Facebook? Where
Yeah,
can
it's
people
YouTube,
view
It's
this?
on
Facebook. It's
YouTube.
called the ultimate finish.
Okay, good. So go to this video. That way you can see what it is, and then you can also see that Jared made somebody drink out of this after he used it.
No, I didn't make anybody
Same
drink out of
one, right?
anything.
Same one.
It used to just sit around in the office, and then some fucking crazies were like, "Oh, let's take a shot out of it," and I was just like,
Oh, you're fucking joking. Who did that? Who did that?
I don't remember.
I don't know. We're not gonna even say if we did. That's gross. You're gonna ruin someone's fucking life. Ugh.
or not. Look,
What?
enhance somebody's life. Maybe they came out.
Maybe they like.
Yeah.
You just turned
Maybe
someone
they have
gay.
a fetish.
Maybe Jared turned somebody for the first time ever.
No,
You know?
I've already done that. I've I had a girlfriend that later became, full les.
Well, oh God. Do you still talk to her?
Yeah.
What's her name? Wait,
I'm not gonna say her name.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I kind of did the same thing, but then the girl ended up turning right back.
No, she definitely didn't turn back.
Wait, what?
Well.
What? How does she turn back?
Oh, dude, it was weird. Like
You
this girl,
just figure it out,
Yeah,
you know?
she kind of went right after us. She went the gay way, and which is cool. And she was about to get married, and then she found out that her girl was cheating on her. So then she ended up just kind of breaking down and got just stayed single for a little bit, and then eventually found an amazing dude and got married to him. So it was kind of a weird time in her life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
What about you? What about you, Jared? What happened to your lesbian sitch?
I went to visit her because she was still in college, and
What college?
NC State, actually.
Wait, it's in New Mexico or?
No, NC State.
Oh, NC State. Shit.
Yeah. So I stayed a week with her. Everything was pretty chill. Another person I grew up with, I knew for a long time. Everything was pretty chill. And then about the second to last night I was there, she lived with like 5 other girls. And everybody was hanging out and partying, and she just kind of disappeared. And like after like 3 hours, I was like, "Hey, where did she go?" And her roommate's like, "I think I know where she is." So we go like wandering around the apartment complex, and she's like, "Wait out here." And her roommate leaves, and then she comes back. She's like, "Yeah, she's with the captain of the cheers squad right now. I wouldn't go up there." I was like, "Okay." So I went back to
No fucking way.
I went back to the room. I had all my stuff. Like I'd brought in my computer so I could edit and work because I was going to be there for a week. So like I
At
was sitting in
NC
the
State?
room.
You were at NC State?
Yeah,
Holy shit. So where did you stay for the week?
in her apartment. She had like a 4-bedroom apartment with 4 other girls.
No fucking way.
Damn.
So what did you say to her when she got home?
Well, she came through the door. I was listening to Flogging Molly, and she like.
Of course
burst
you
through
were.
the-
Any fucking 90s band you were listening
I was
to.
literally just sitting there, fucking working on something. I was like, wondering if I was gonna bring it up or whatever. And she just like barrels through the door. She's like, "Turn this fucking Irish bullshit off." And like she was wasted.
You're
I was like,
kidding me.
No.
Do you
And
remember
then,
which song it was? Was it the?
Oh yeah. No. It was called "Far Away, Me Boy." It was about
That's a good one. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's
That is a
about the
good one.
railroad.
That is a good one.
Yeah. So like it was just playing softly while I'm working. Like, oh, I worked on the railroad for 2 pence a day, and she just rolls through the door like, "Turn this fucking Irish bullshit off." She's wasted. And
Shut
like,
the fuck up.
Okay, fuck. I was just kind of like a beaten dog right then. I was like, okay, I know that you're just doing something weird. You're hammered, and now you're being a douche to me. Whatever. All right, I'm going to bed. And like we woke up the next morning. She kind of acted like tried to play it off like I wouldn't bring it up or anything, and then I just started packing my stuff. I left a day early. I was just like, all right, I just gotta go.
So okay, let's back up a few steps here.
Okay,
Let's dance together on this one.
All right, we'll dance together.
When she came through the door, did you say, "Hey, I know you
Let
were
me smell your vagina."
fucking"? Yeah, exactly. I know you were fucking another girl. Did she smell like pussy? Like, what was the whole fucking thing?
No, I just didn't acknowledge it, and I just packed up the next day, like at around 8 in the morning. They were all the girls were still asleep and everything.
Why didn't you acknowledge it? That was the question. Were you embarrassed?
Didn't feel it. Well, kind of. Like I had driven close to like 10 hours to see her, like, and I was excited for that week and everything, and now this is how it was cresting and ending, like. And but at that point, like for me, this is after I had gotten a divorce and everything, and I was just kind of like, I'm not even gonna hinge on this. Like, why?
Really?
Why waste my?
You didn't
time?
want to know. You didn't want to know.
Well, so then I left. On the drive back, I actually called another friend, and her and I ended up getting together like 6 hours later. But I just stopped talking to her up in NC State, and then like the day later, she sent me kind of like an angry text, like, "Are you even gonna talk to me?" And I was like, "No, we're good." Like, and then about, I would say, 8 months ago, ran into some of her friends at the Range 15 premiere, and they were
way.
"Dude,
Shut the fuck up."
She switched over fully to girls. Like, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
God, what did you do to
Yeah,
her?
what did you
don't
do,
know.
Jared? Like,
I
what
don't
was
know.
your?
Did you moan like a girl the whole time? She got turned on by that?
No.
Oh, it was good. Jared, what?
I mean, that
Yeah,
is pure insanity, by the way.
Ah, dude, that's fucking life. Shit
I
happens,
know,
right?
you
Like,
know, you don't-
whatever. Yeah.
Again, I do. Weird
You don't
shit
blame
just
yourself. You don't blame yourself.
I don't know. I don't know if I
I
was to
wouldn't
blame.
blame yourself. You haven't turned anyone else gay, have you?
No.
Well, then
no.
you're good.
I don't think so.
There's always one weirdo in the group.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, I mean, again, she played. I'm not gonna release that information.
Yeah.
But there was always question.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
on the outside was like,
Sometimes you...
wait, when I said I was dating her, they were like, I thought that girl was a lesbian.
Right. I've been with
I
someone
was like,
that.
why would you say that?
Yeah.
Why would you think that?
What do you mean? Oh, the fact she wears basketball shorts everywhere and a messy bun? Yeah. Fuck.
Playing a little this?
Yeah, but yeah.
Play a little this, a little bit of that.
Playing a little this.
God.
But I mean,
would wanna-
hey, if she got the captain of NC State's cheer squad, like, I mean, fuck,
That's
good
a
on her.
score,
That's
dude.
a
Why
big.
wasn't I
That's a
invited?
big one. That's a
Why
big
wasn't
one.
I invited?
Go
I mean,
Wolfpack. Go Wolfpack.
If then I've known her for years. I've known her for fucking years. If you know that's the route you're going, at least shoot me an invite.
Right?
Like,
yeah,
hey,
listen,
like
we're gonna
a,
break
like a,
up.
like a
I've
leave
got a
behind, like a
boyfriend.
watch.
I've got
like,
a
hey, what-
boyfriend. Yeah, I've got a boyfriend. But hey, last hurrah, we invite him in. Then we all happily fucking shake hands. Maybe do that sports hell yeah,
smack each other in
did
the
it.
butt,
Yeah.
take a game.
Yeah,
and then
Yeah,
we're out.
exactly.
Because that drive home would have been way cooler had I just had a threesome.
Look, dude, you're such a pussy. I would have
I
said,
know.
listen, it's fine. We're done. I get it. We're done.
Yeah.
Let's go back over there and let's just have one last fucking bam. And she would have been like, fuck, you're right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I
She
know.
would've
No,
like-
I've noticed. I've grown into that now.
Right.
Like the
Yeah.
if you just start demanding shit, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like 60-40.
Yeah,
like-
but I've always been scared to do shit like that too. So
Yeah.
But wait, so what happened to your situation, Rocco?
no, I'm just saying. As a kid, I've always been. What do you mean? Which one? The girl that she's now married to another dude? That one, or just being scared to fucking say something?
Yeah,
I think like early on in my life, like I said, I was one of the latest bloomers out of all my buddies, and so it was always because I was. Dude, I had invited to fucking prom my freshman year by the fucking captain of the fucking cheerleading squad. He was
boom.
a senior, and I was like, she calls me on the phone and tells me, I look at my mom, look at my sister, look at my other sister, and my brother's there, and I'm just like, well, now I'm scared. And I said, hey, I got to take out the trash, and I hung up on her. Like I got chores to do. Scared out of my mind because what the fuck am I gonna do? I don't know anything about my fucking dick. I don't know anything about what am I supposed to do to a senior. I
So
can't
you
drive.
didn't go to prom?
Fuck no. Then the next year, the next year's captain fucking asked me too. And I just said the same thing, like, sorry, I'm
No
busy.
way.
And I kept denying people because I'm so fucking scared. It wasn't the fact that they weren't attractive. It wasn't the fact that I wasn't interested. It was 100% the fact that I was scared out of my goddamn mind.
Well, there was this chick around town in Florida when I was there that everybody always tried, but no one could get. And we were all partying at my place once, and literally, like, I was playing music. Everybody was having a good time. I walked up to her and just said, if you don't have your clothes off and are not in my room by 11 tonight, you shouldn't even be in this house anymore at that point.
Jesus.
And I just walked away.
What?
Like I was just fucking off. Like I wasn't being serious.
But you won't ask the lesbian girl, like, hey, where were
Yeah,
you tonight? But the other girl,
2
like,
years
hey,
later.
you're going
this-
full Tom Cruise movie with her.
This
fucking.
was a year. This was about a year later, and I went aggressive, and I walked off not thinking anything of it. 11 p.m. I get the text. I'm in your room, and I just went.
I was at what for?
I just looked around, and
Did
I was like,
leave
guys,
something?
party's over for me. let yourselves out. I'll see you later. And fucking ran back.
No, dude. So I fucking didn't start like being more confident until after I graduated high school. I think from high school to junior college, I started like kind of like that's when me and that girl were kind of like on and off, and it was just weird. And then eventually, I was like, I'm not afraid to talk to anyone. Like I don't give a shit. And so there was this one girl in one of my junior colleges that everyone was in love with, and I was just kind of like, well, whatever, I'll hit on her because no one else would. No one else would go up to this girl. She was a beautiful woman, and no one would talk to her. And so I had no clue what I was going to say. I just went up to her and was like, hey, once I get enough cans, once I recycle enough cans, can I take you on a date? And she was like, what the fuck was that?
Recycle enough cans, dude.
And I was like, and you know, we're in LA, they give you
yeah. They give you 5 cents
right.
5 cents
and so
a,
she laughed, and then like a month later she showed up and she goes, so did you collect enough cans? I was like, oh, you really wanted to go on a date? She was like, yeah. I was like, cool. We ended up becoming friends. Nothing ever just turned from that, but 100%, that shit worked out really freaking good. Jared is fucking driving me crazy. Pizza burger. What the fuck are you showing?
Dogs!
That's really fucking funny, man.
No, but yeah, dude. So just the willingness to engage she was like, look, no one ever comes up to me. No one ever says hi to me because everyone's intimidated, dude. And so just the willingness to engage was enough for me to get, a date. And like we became friends. And like I said, she was real cool. Nothing ever came of that because
finger friends.
So they got someone else pregnant.
Finger friends.
Friends. Oh,
finger
Jesus.
friends.
Nah,
Jared.
Who has a finger friend?
Jared, there is a cold place in hell reserved for you right now.
What?
I know. He's asking girls to get naked. I'm just asking girls on dates.
Who
dude.
has a finger friend?
What the hell is that?
Oh, you know what that
one?
is. You know exactly what that is.
You never had one, Rocco?
Jeez, no, I'm good. Oh, jeez, is this a drink bro of the week yet?
No, it's not, Rocco. We're not even close to it. I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna bail you out of this. I'll go into my past a little bit. I was actually the opposite. I was super confident. A lot of people ask like, "Hey, dude, were you always like this as a kid?" Yeah, I was. I really was. And then, like, as you get older, you learn, like, oh, shit, maybe you should be more sensitive to shit. So there was that element of it. Because, I did crazy shit. But I was the youngest to go to prom, senior prom. So I was the opposite of you. When the senior called, I was a sophomore. There was only 2 sophomores that went to prom, and it was me and this other dude. Brett Sheely is his name. We're still friends to this day. And it was fucking awesome.
Brett can back the fuck off. You're my friend.
Brett married a high school sweetheart, so they're still together. Like, yeah,
boring.
Yeah, exactly. Loser. No. They're good to go, but Rocco, you missed out because I'm gonna. Yeah, it was a fucking blast, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot on that prom. I'm not going to say what it was, but I learned a lot on that prom.
That's what I was scared of.
Yes.
Learning anything.
So I was just like, oh shit. Like, dude, people are getting, because at that time in 10th grade, I wasn't like a big drinker or any of that stuff. Like I didn't know that existed. I think I just got in my car. It was like my birthday's in February. So like I was like the later end of the class who got the car.
Yeah.
So like all my friends who were like, oh, dude, I got a fucking September birthday. They were rocking it like 6 months earlier than me. And they were, going out with girls, hanging out. And I was just like, oh shit, can I catch a ride? Like that type of shit where it was like, all right, fuck you. Once I got my car, like at the end of 10th grade, I was like, good to go. Fuck you guys. Yeah, fuck you guys. Like it was on at that point. But I always had this extreme confidence in myself, and then it obviously only got crazier. But I was grateful that I went to that prom. Because at that prom, like I'd saw a lot of shit that I didn't know about where I was like, oh man, people are getting fucked up, like drinking. Like I didn't know that was the thing, and that you could operate the next day. Because I'd seen like after school specials where it was like, drinking's bad. You're going to, throw yourself off the roof of a building or get in a car crash.
That's the difference with me is I've been drinking since I was fucking 14.
See, I hadn't. I had not.
I was going to these parties because my sister was a senior when I was in junior high, and then when I got into high school, everyone knew who my sister was. She was like just a popular chick, and so everyone's like, "Oh, your sister, dude. Hey, there's a party here." And so these dudes would pick me up as a fucking freshman. I go to these parties and drink.
So you were killing it. You were killing it.
Right. And so I had a lot of the attention already as a cool kid because I was going to these parties and drinking. But I would never touch a fucking female, dude. I was scared out of my mind. Like, my mind was a female's going to ruin my baseball career, which, essentially did.
see, for me, it was the exact opposite. I wasn't worried about the girls. I was worried about the drinking and the other bad shit. Because I had heard so many stories beforehand that it was like, oh, fuck. I'm going to fuck up my life if I have a beer. And then later on, I was like, oh, shit. All right. Cool, yeah. I'm gonna grab a 12-pack and a pack of smokes.
I'm gonna grab some tequila and maybe a Zima.
Yeah.
Because I still don't like the flavor of beer. I just like to get drunk.
Oh, exactly. Or a Bartles and James. Yeah, I want a Mad Dog 2020 or a Bartles and James. Yeah,
I remember buying that.
Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm was for my ex-wife, man.
Boone's Farm in Georgia was fucking straight life, son.
North Carolina crazy on it.
Oh, dude.
Oh man, I'm fucked up.
Playing King's Cup and fucking all those fucking games.
Never have I ever.
Oh my god,
dude. Boone's
Fucked
Farm.
my gym teacher.
Dude. Boone's Farm, Zima, all that shit was real fucking life, dude. Real life.
Dude, so funny.
Bartles and James, all that shit was real life. Like I remember real quick here before we get to the drinking bro of the week. I remember a buddy of mine. He had never gotten drunk before and was like, Ross. He was one of those super serious athletes, and I'm sure you were the same, Rocco, where it was like, I'm not going to drink. I'm not going to fuck up my career. And it was like, in hindsight, my buddy just wasn't that good to go to ever play college sports, And we all knew it except for he didn't. And then like one night he was like, man, I see you having fun with all these girls and all this shit. He was like, I want to do it. I want to get drunk one night. All right. And I was like, all right, cool. I was like, what do you want to drink? You want to drink beer? You want to drink whatever? And he was like, no, man, I guess it's a little too hard for me. I want to drink Boone's Farm. And I was like, all right, cool. So I got him this Strawberry Hill. Because he liked the taste. Hill. Yeah. He liked the taste of Strawberry Hill. And I was like, look, man, it'll probably take you this bottle, but you'll definitely feel it after this bottle. And he was like, man, I don't know. This just tastes so good. Like, I'm not real sure. And I was like, well, if you've never drank it before, you'll probably get fucked up off the Strawberry Hill. So I give him the Strawberry Hill. We go to this lake, and we're at this lake party, and he drinks this whole...
Sun with Boone's Farm.
Yeah. So he drinks this whole bottle of Strawberry Hill. He starts making out with different girls, which he never did before. He's trashed at this point, right? So... later on in the night, and we're camping, we're outside, we're by this lake, and I wake up in the morning and I'm like, hey man, has anybody seen X? I'm not gonna say what his name is, but I was like, has anybody seen
Deep
X?
Throat and Bratwurst.
No, and it was like, hey man, I think I saw him over by that picnic table over there. It was about 100 yards away, and I was like, and I see some legs hanging out underneath the picnic table, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. I'm gonna go look for him. So I walk and I get about 40 yards, and I see a flag ripped in half of Japan. It was a flag of Japan. One side of it is completely clean. The other side of this flag of Japan, it's got a giant brown smear through it. Like somebody just shit themselves and wiped their ass with it. So I look out on this lake. And I was like, where the fuck did this flag of Japan come from? I look out on the lake, and there's a bunch of flags on this boat, and this flag is ripped down from this thing. And I was like, oh my god, somebody did this. Maybe it's my buddy. So I keep walking, and I get closer to the picnic table. I see that it definitely is my friend at this point. He's got shit smeared on his ass, and he's buck naked lying underneath the picnic table. And it was all from this bottle of Boone's Farm, Strawberry Hill. And I wake him up, and I'm like, hey man, hey, wake the fuck up. Like, are you all right? And he goes, oh man, I feel terrible. I'm real fucked up, man. I just need to go home. And I was like, why are you naked? And he goes, man, I couldn't find a place to shit. We're in the middle of the woods. There's no porta potties here. I shit on a guy's boat, and then I used his flag to wipe my ass. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I think my parents are going to be angry at me. And I was like, no, nobody's parents are going to be mad at you. But I think the people of Japan are going to be real pissed if they ever find out about this. So
oh my God.
I get him in the car. I drive him home. He stinks like shit. It's like an hour and 20-minute drive back to Alpharetta, Georgia. And to this day, he took a shit in the middle of the woods, or on a boat actually, and wiped his ass with a half a flag of Japan, and then slept underneath buck naked on a park bench.
Whatever happened to those girls he was making out with?
He goes,
gone,
I'm never
gone,
drinking
gone
again.
Oh God, gone. And no lie, I don't think he drank again the rest of high school because of this.
God.
Because of what had happened.
No girls
to him.
for him, huh?
No, none.
So
No
funny,
girls
dude.
for him. I'm still friends with him to this day. He married somebody hot, and he's got a great life, so good for him. But to whoever's boat that was in Georgia, who's missing the flag of Japan, one, I don't know why you were flying it. Two, the reason why it was ripped down and ripped in half with shit stains on it the next day is because my buddy drank a bottle of Strawberry Hill, Boone's Farm. And with that, we're gonna get to the drinking bro of the week. Because I don't know where else to go from that. It was submitted by a guy named Jim Lawson. He submitted a girl who was the most kick-ass bro-ed of the week. My amazing friend Kelsey is a deputy in Nevada. She's an amazing mom of twin girls and a cancer survivor. She's a fighter through and through, and was just a badass chick. Not to mention, she drinks Black Rifle coffee every single night at work. Let's give this badass chick a cheers from all of us. Absolutely. Cheers.
Hell yeah.
Cheers. That is a great story. To Kelsey, cheers for being a deputy. Cheers for drinking Black Rifle coffee. I'm
Cheers,
tripping over my
Kelsey.
words here. The Strike Force and
Kelsey,
vodka has
Kelsey.
got to me tonight.
Strike Force vodka. Yeah, now that you're in your house, Ross.
Yeah.
Now that
I know.
now that we can do this in the comfort of our own homes, I can get
We get
Jared
really-
the poo
I
whenever
know.
I want.
It's dangerous.
You missed the poo.
I did. But
You
you know
missed
what's
the
funny?
poo.
When I read that, I was like, that is the funniest fucking thing.
What? They were
Jared the
getting
poo.
mad that I was laying on the fucking floor.
Oh,
Jared the Pooh. Hey,
weird
Rocco,
sometimes.
here's the other thing you miss. Because we taped the 100th episode in that house in Denver. It was an Airbnb. So not only did two strangers fuck in an Airbnb, and we recorded a live podcast on it, but then Jared got drunk and just laid on this floor and rolled around like a fat Pooh Bear. For just rubbing his belly, spilling vodka all over this guy's carpet.
Spilling it all over myself.
Jared,
like it's
hey,
covered in vodka.
this is no lie. Like, I've been checking for like every day since we've left, like the Airbnb reviews, just to make sure this guy didn't fuck up my shit. Luckily, he knows nothing about it and everything's fine. But I'm sure someone later down the road will out this of like, oh, hey, man, people fucked in this house. What? What do you mean?
No, we should
no.
We
Two
should just
strangers
publish that
fucked.
address and be
I-
like, if you're going to Denver, make sure you stay at this Airbnb
let's just
and
go-
send your photos of you in the room.
It
No,
can
we'll
be
have
like a
people-
memorial, like where Jim Morrison died. Like, oh, hey, this
Yeah.
is where the two
That's what I'm saying. We need
strangers
to have
fucked on
someone
Drinking
put-
Bros.
We should have left a photo of us.
No,
hanging
someone
in
should
there.
just make a placard and just fucking dig it deep in that goddamn front yard to,
Yeah.
to the move.
Yeah. like a, this is the spot.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so good. This was a fun one, kids. Holy shit. That story about the fucking, because by the way, for the people at home, like a lot of these people ask, like they write in, they were like, hey, do you guys write these stories out beforehand? Do you guys know what you're going to talk about?
man.
No, we don't. Like a lot of the times we don't. So I was not prepared to.
We just roll with it.
Exactly. I was not prepared to tell the story about the.
Dude, I'm not prepared for half these stories. I leave here thinking like, shit, I can't believe
I
I said
know.
that story.
I know.
You just feel guilty the next morning.
I
I
know.
know. Then they go out
You
to the
waiting for
world and we're
somebody
like,
to be like,
oh,
hey,
I went,
fuck.
I went from my mom or
fuck.
someone from high school to be like, dude, you're a dick.
I know.
I can't wait for my mom to listen to 100. My mom's in for it on 97 and 100.
Oh boy, all of our moms are in for on 100, and 97. Jesus, I don't want them hearing either of them. But for anybody else who is still listening at this point, go to drinkingbrospodcast.com for all your t-shirt needs of the show. We've got Dicks Out for Harambe. We've got France Press Drinking Bros shirts. We've got France Presses you can drink out of. All of it. Grab some teas. Support the show. Support the kids so we can put our kids through college. For Mr. JT&T, Rocco, and Ross Patterson, we are out of here. Good night, everyone. JT&T is stuck. JT&T.